2011 was a huge year and a huge step for the Nationwide Series. I think we saw a lot of teams that competed for not only wins but for the championship.
Good battle between Allgaier in the 31, Logano in the 20. Neither one given an inch.
Just really strong competitive season. I think that's the one thing going into the year we all knew it was going to be.
Look at this. Here comes Stenhouse to try and make it 3 wide.
I think the Nationwide Series is higher than it's ever been as far as you know, standpoint of competition.
Reed Sorensen and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. going after each other. Whoa! No, and Sorensen gets turned just slightly. What a nice recovery.
Definitely some good racing in Nationwide. It's a series that's made a really good name for itself with a lot of young drivers and a lot of veteran drivers that love to come down and have fun racing.
Trevor back in, ready to go on that start though. He's on Carl Edwards. He's over. He's pushing him through 1 and 2.
Our race at Texas, you know, I felt like we played that race really well because we weren't the best all day. You know, we were like 10th or 12th all day long, and at the very end we had a car that was good on restarts, and we were 4th, and we were able to go get the win.
Trevor Bayne has got the lead late in this race, winning the Daytona 500 back in February, coming through turn number 4. He is going to get his first Nationwide win in his 77th start.
I think probably one of the coolest moments for me this year was winning in Chicago, which has become my home racetrack now that the Gateway's off the schedule. We were in Victory Lane, and you know, obviously the celebrations at Victory Lane are great. You got, you know, stuff going everywhere. But then about halfway through Victory Lane, somebody told me to turn around, and Brant had about 150 people there for you know, as their guests, and they had all gotten down and gotten into Victory Lane. And so to turn around to all those people, that was quite an experience in a picture that I'll never forget.
Knowing we had a shot to win Bristol and outrun Kyle Busch and Carl Edwards at one of the tracks that they've dominated, not having the right fuel mileage cost us that race.
What's to say, though, about your team that you didn't have the kind of night that you wanted, but you're still leading the championship points, finish 11th?
You know, it says a lot. These guys never give up.
Right there at that moment, we knew what we had to do to go win. Iowa was really cool. I watched Ricky hold off Carl.
Oh, look out as he has a tire situation. Here comes Edwards right into it. They cross the line, and guess who wins the race? Stenhouse. Thanks to Carl Edwards. On what a real crazy finish.
It was cool to see him to go to Victory Lane in a cool fashion. He got pushed around across the line.
There's different ways that we've moved from that outhouse to penthouse. There's so many exciting moments. I'd say the first one was at Talladega, when I've never done any kind of drafting before. I didn't do the conventional drafting, so I really didn't know what to expect with the 2-car deal. And in the race, on lap 2, Logano had to start in the rear for something, and he came up and picked me up on lap 2, got on my bumper, and started pushing me through the field. And this was the first time I like passed a bunch of cars, so I was like in heaven. It felt like my guardian angel. Richmond and Phoenix, those two races, I felt like we had a really good shot to win, and we just had stuff not go our way.
What are they saying? Eric Almirola's out of fuel. You do not keep your speed under yellow. All those positions are going by for the 88.
You know, Richmond run out of gas, and then Phoenix have a bad pit stop.
You leave a lug nut off, pup. Leave a lug nut off. You don't tell me you're that stupid. On the right side, and the damn man standing right behind you. Come back down pit road, Eric. We'll put the lug nut on.
Every time we felt like we had a car that was capable of doing what we expected to do, which was win races, the things that we needed to fall our way to be able to make that happen didn't go our way.
You know, Daytona in July, we were leading on the last lap.
1 lap to go. Look out, Danica brushes the wall. Sadler in trouble now.
Just couldn't make it back around to the checker flag. Was a exciting finish, probably more for the fans than it was for us.
Oh, crash in the back. At the stripe. The win goes to Logano, and look at the car.
As a series as a whole, I felt like we had a lot of great races, a lot of good finishes, a lot of exciting finishes. So, you know, I felt like the Nationwide Series as a whole had put on a pretty good show.
Is to laugh and sing sleighing song tonight. Whoa, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Hey, oh what fun it is. Hello. Oh what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
How will you spend your winnings? Come into Kia Winterfest, where everyone wins $500 to $25,000. Get 0% financing on any new Kia, and don't pay for 90 days on select models.
Canadians have no problem being out in the cold. No self-respecting Canadian says, let's wait for a warmer day. Here, braving the cold is a national sport. You and your clothes embrace cold weather. Why not wash them in cold water? Tide does better at getting stains out in cold water than the other guy. And washing in cold can save you 70% of the energy in each load. Cold Canadian temperatures? Bring them on. Tide.
We're taking new Ultra Downy with Silk Touch to the laundromat. Identical twins, identical towels. Tell me which one feels softer.
This one.
This one. It was washed in Ultra Downy with Silk Touch. The other one was washed with Fleecy. Yeah.
We want this.
New Ultra Downy with Silk Touch has 40% more softening ingredients than Fleecy.
I think I better switch to Ultra Downy.
New Ultra Downy with Silk Touch. It just feels better.
In 2011, the Nationwide Series took huge steps in creating its own identity, starting with the car.
I think Nationwide did a great job with the new car. I mean, I think they're very sporty looking. I think the fans have really wrapped their hands around the idea of these new style cars. And I think they put on some really good racing.
I will say, though, it's taken some of my favorite racetracks and make them my least favorite, and some of my least favorite racetracks. It's kind of like going through the schedule for the first time, you know, all over again.
The biggest change was a new rule, preventing Sprint Cup title contenders from competing for the Nationwide title. Even though Cup drivers won the first 11 races of the season, the spotlight remained on the Nationwide drivers.
The new rules for who can win the championship have created something of a new world order in the Nationwide Series.
I think the rules with the point system and stuff like that has definitely created the Nationwide Series its own identity.
You know, we can race against the best, but we amongst ourselves with really, I think, stepped up the competitive drive regulars.
This point system flat did work, in my opinion. It worked out great. I mean, we're talking about getting more attention to the Nationwide regulars, okay? We've talked all year long about Sadler. We've talked about Stenhouse. And if it wasn't for this point system, we'll probably be talking about Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, guys like that.
I've been excited with the way the point system is, to where the Nationwide regulars can kind of go. The competition's really stiff.
I do think it's good that the Cup driver's still driving it, because when the Cup drivers are in it, you know if you beat them, you really are beating great drivers, and they're the ones that are winning in Sprint Cup. So I do like that we race against Cup drivers, but I like that there's a championship for Nationwide.
Brad Keselowski won the Nationwide title in 2010, while also competing for the Cup title. In 2011, Keselowski could only contend for one championship.
The 2010 season was a great year for me and everyone at Penske Racing to win the Nationwide Series championship. And so over the off-season, the goals kind of changed. But in general, the approach was the same. We go out there and win races and do the best we can.
Keselowski's choice was a good one, as the Penske Dodge had its share of bad luck.
We'll get a good run in here.
Keselowski has spun and coming back onto the track, and gets tagged. Problems for the 22.
Yeah, motor's laying down big.
As it looks like Brad Keselowski may end up with his 5th DNF of the year.
It's just been one of them years, you know, just where nothing seems to be working.
Are you kidding me? What?
Despite winning the Sprint Cup opener at Daytona, Trevor Bayne had already committed to running for the Nationwide title.
I think everyone looked at the start of the season at Trevor Bayne and the success he had. Really caught a lot of people's attention. But then I look at some of the younger drivers, you know, whether it was, you know, Blake Coach in his car, and, you know, looking over at Martin Truex, his brother. It's good to see Ryan run well and get his opportunity. New talent coming up as well.
This year has been a time for first-time winners with Allgaier and myself and Stenhouse and Reed Sorensen winning a race. I mean, it's kind of cool to see all these different people winning races and mixing it up with the best of the best.
The NFL on TSN. Week 14 means crunch time. First, it's a showdown for top spot in the NFC East. Eli Manning and the Giants could pull even with the Cowboys, who will make their mark in Big D. Giants, Cowboys. Tonight at 7. Then, Marshawn Lynch and the Seahawks aim to steamroller the lowly Ravs. Ravs, Seahawks. Tomorrow at 7 on TSN.
What would you choose if you were given the chance to get something you always wanted?
Give your loved ones a gift they'll never forget and put an end to unmemorable gifts. Give them the Samba Days gift experience card from as low as $49. What gift offers you the choice to experience top restaurants, wine tours, and getaways? What gift offers you the choice to experience exclusive spas, amazing adventures, or the wonders of nature? What gift offers more than 500 extraordinary experiences across Canada? The Samba Days gift experience card. Now available on gift card displays at leading retailers across Canada or online at sambadays.com.
I had a great time. What a great gift.
I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Samba Days. Give the gift of memories.
In 2011, a new crop of rookies and young talent emerged in the Nationwide Series. For Ryan Truex, his first full-time ride came with its share of highs and lows.
My season has been very up and down. Started with my 10-race deal with Estrada Waltrip Racing. Couldn't find any sponsorship, any funding to keep going, and basically shut the doors and just kind of waited.
The waiting paid off. Truex joined Joe Gibbs Racing and quickly gained momentum. Truex became a Rookie of the Year contender, despite racing in just 17 of 34 nationwide races.
We got the deal with Gibbs, and, my confidence started going back up. We started running good.
He's done a really nice job in this race car. I think he gives good feedback. I think they have the team, and he has the ability to kind of pull an upset here today.
It takes hard work and dedication to go out there and win races, and I think we ended the season strong. I ended where I think I wanted to be, and I think I'm ready to go into it full-time next year.
Rookie Blake Cook entered the season with low expectations. The humble kid from West Palm Beach, Florida, was just happy to have a ride.
Well, this season's a dream come true. My expectations at first were just to go out there and get some seat time and enjoy it. Treat every race like it was my last race, because I didn't know what the future looked like.
Blake Cook in the 81 car. This is just seat time.
It's seat time, and
that's all it is.
And that's what they need before you can race. You've got to learn to race the racetrack.
I know in NASCAR, you're not going to win overnight. The reality is we need to go out there and finish races, keep the car clean for Vandy, get some exposure for day stars if we can, and just have fun.
For young drivers on small budget teams, consistency takes precedence over winning. Cook remained consistent throughout the season and found himself in a tight battle with Timmy Hill for Rookie of the Year honors.
Here is the number 81 car, Blake Cook.
Just 2 points out of the Rookie of the Year lead.
So I knew we had a shot for Rookie of the Year, and all our focus went towards beating Timmy Hill.
Blake Cook right there in 25th with Timmy Hill in the 75 trying to get underneath him. Marty, they've been doing this for a while.
Me and Timmy have had a really tight battle all year long, and that's been the main goal.
Hill was the top rookie for the majority of the season, but the 18-year-old still feels he has more to learn.
I've won all my races growing up, and then you get here and you're not winning no more. You're mid-pack at best. Each track you go to is different, and these guys they all won their races too. So you're out here with these tough guys, and you're always working at it, trying to find the extra edge.
Hill embraced his role throughout the season, taking the advice of coaches, crew chiefs, and fellow drivers, learning as much as possible each week, and keeping a smile on his face the entire day.
Good luck.
Thank you. Oh, how cute. That's a new Facebook profile.
All right, top 20 wing night, okay?
Top 20 wing night?
Yep.
All right, I'll hold
top
you to
15,
that. Top 15?
Top 15 Outback, top 10 we're getting scrimp.
Okay, scrimp. All you can do is scrimp at Red Lobster. All right, what we do now? High five the whole crew, turn around, and come down with the line. Just follow in line.
Even though the season was about learning the ropes of the Nationwide Series, Hill knew he had a shot at winning Rookie of the Year and set his goals towards staying ahead of Blake Cook.
You know, it seems like me and Blake are always running right together every race. Pretty much always basing our races off what he's doing. Seems like we're always together and always have a great race.
Entering the season's finale at Homestead Miami Speedway, Hill and Cook started the race tied in the Rookie of the Year standings. Whoever finished higher at the end of the night would win the title.
Beautiful, beautiful, man. We got it! We got it! Nice job, Timmy.
18-year-old Timmy Hill, the Nationwide Series Rookie of
It's a huge stat to go on the resume. I mean, you can't, I mean, this is something I really look forward to doing.
My expectations, I saw them pretty high. Came into it, have a legitimate shot at winning Rookie of the Year, and I'll say we accomplished that.
While the rookie class was gathering experience, 2009 Nationwide champ Kyle Busch was setting records. At Bristol, Kyle surpassed Mark Martin as the winningest driver in Nationwide history with his 50th series win.
Up into the checker, hold them tight.
Here they come for the stripe. Who's going to win it? It looks like it's going to be.
Yes, sir, you got it.
Winning number 50.
He has become the all-time winner on the Nationwide Series.
That's win number 50 that makes you the most winning in the Nationwide. Good job.
Number 50. The most all-time.
Nationwide wins is certainly a big number, but also the overall career number is a big number as well. And you know, I'd like to be able to keep knocking them off and to keep putting them away and keep bringing trophies home.
Let's face it, we all have times when we feel weak and run down.
I'm a student right now, so I'm pretty stressed out of my mind.
Okay, I need a break. Can I just sit down for a second?
So what if I told you that regaining your strength and feeling renewed was as easy as wearing this?
That is so cool.
That's crazy.
It's great. What is it? Wow.
Hi, I'm Art Edmonds, and all of these people are excited about iRenew, the revolutionary bracelet that uses natural frequencies to promote strength and wellness. Just watch these strength and balance tests. Without iRenew, these people couldn't even stay on their feet. After slipping iRenew on, they were amazed at how their balance was instantly restored. And these aren't actors, just regular people experiencing iRenew's effects for the first time. Athletes wear it, celebrities wear it, and you've heard the buzz about it on Talk TV and the internet. Just put it on, and you'll experience the difference immediately.
Oh, I'll need this when I walk my dog. She always takes me for a ride. Well, the balance alone is amazing.
That is something else. Highly recommended.
Every iRenew bracelet is programmed with the natural frequencies that your body positively responds to.
The iRenew bracelet is giving me energy and it's giving me balance.
I notice that I sleep through the night like a baby.
iRenew makes me stronger and more flexible.
Once you balance your body's energy with iRenew, you balance your overall health.
Athletes and celebrities have paid hundreds, even thousands of dollars to get their hands on this technology. But now you can get your iRenew for just $19.99. And because we want you to help spread the word about iRenew, we'll send you a second one free. Just pay separate processing. As soon as you get it, put it on and do the demonstrations for yourself. If it doesn't work exactly like you've seen in this commercial, put it back in the box and send it back for a full refund. No questions asked. You get 2 iRenew bracelets, a $40 value for just $19.99. iRenew your life right now.
The Nationwide Series title came down to 2 drivers, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Elliott Sadler. In 2011, Sadler rebuilt his confidence and revived his career, ending the season with 7 straight top 10 finishes, putting him in title contention.
Great run for our one-man Financial Chevrolet. Sit on the pole, leads and laps, top 5 finish, points leader. Great first down to Kentucky.
1 year ago, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. nearly lost his ride because of bad results. In 2011, Stenhouse finished the season with 15 top 5s, 26 top 10s, and his first win in the series. What a difference a year makes.
Mississippi's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is a winner.
Great win for Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Yeah, and that's the way to do it. You beat the best right there.
Ricky Stenhouse is going to be a factor in this stock car racing for many years to come, certainly long after I'm gone. And I'm glad to be here for day one for him.
Stenhouse swept both Iowa races and held the points lead for a majority of the season.
As we started 2011, I asked him after the third or fourth race where he hadn't wrecked a car yet. I asked him, I said, Ricky, what's the difference between this year and last year? I said that you didn't get any more experience over the wintertime yet. You're different. You're able to deal with things differently and more positively this year than you did in the past.
You got to do what you got to do to win. I wasn't going to let another one slip by us.
I've never had the problem going fast. I've never had the problem of not driving hard enough. But at some point, you have to figure out how to use it all and use it all correctly.
When I talk to people, they ask me what did it. And the biggest thing is the kid didn't have no experience. He was showing up to racetracks. He didn't even know how to get through the tunnel. He didn't know where the bathrooms were. And he had 2 hours of practice and one set of tires to try and figure out the racetrack, let alone the race car. It was just a lot. It was a big learning curve.
Ricky started running good at the end of last year, so we knew that those guys were going to be competitive. We knew we were going to have to bring our A game week in and week out to try to win this championship.
Heading into Phoenix, a new track design meant new challenges.
The stage is set at Phoenix International Raceway. 2 races to go in this NASCAR Nationwide Series season. 2 championship contenders at a track that presents one giant unknown. If Elliott Sadler wants to win this championship, he's got a bit of work to do.
Basically, he's just got to stay clean. Elliott's got the low line. They're going to go 3 wide. Yeah, that's a great move.
Elliott's able to make that pass 2 at a time. Easy!
Oh, no!
What are you doing?
Left leg gets into him.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, all right, man.
Here, what 38 hit me, didn't he?
Hit you square in the ass, buddy.
Phoenix definitely did us in. I think that was the final nail in the coffin. Just frustrating. Just to get taken out of a championship situation that way is very hard to put in words.
The only man who could challenge Ricky Stenhouse for the championship, Sadler just went from 0 to 0 in just a space of 150 yards.
To feel like you did everything the correct and the clean way and to get taken out by somebody that didn't, who's not really racing for anything, is very hard to swallow.
With Sadler out of the title hunt, Stenhouse only needed to finish 33rd to secure the win.
In 1 year, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has gone from almost losing his ride to the consistent, mistake-free champion in the making.
I wouldn't trade it for anything what we went through last year. I think if we wouldn't have gone through those tough times, we wouldn't appreciate it as much as we do.
As the season ends in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Here they come through 3 and 4, heading for the stripe. Who is going to win it? It's going to be Brad Keselowski. A championship to be celebrated for 24-year-old Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Yeah! You guys are champs, man, champs! I love it. Hey, man, and you raced your guts out today, bud.
This team could have quit. They could have walked away. Everyone could have gave up on Ricky and Jack and Ford, and no one on our team did.
And they're going to do...
Oh, Jenkins, this is cool.
You know, it's not that it just feels great to me, but I know how it feels for all the people that's helped me get here. For all the time that my family's sacrificed. All the guys at our shop, Ford, Jack, just everybody on our team. I think that's what, you know, kind of makes me proud is knowing that those guys are just as excited as I am for this.
Feels great. It's just unbelievable. Kids really worked hard. My family's done without all these years. It's just well paid off for them.
Along with Stenhouse winning the title, Roush Fenway Racing also won the Owners and Manufacturer Championship.
Many years years ago, I'd won enough to make me feel like that I had success and competitively, and was really satisfied with it. But you know, there's just no end to the number of people that are coming up through the next generation that deserve success, and if I'm able to help them realize that, then I share in that first-time pleasure.
This championship is what was on our mind. Nobody kind of counted us in for it, but you know, as a race team, we felt like it was one of the things that we could accomplish.
Ricky Stenhouse hoist that trophy high.
Ricky Stenhouse has really had a standout year for himself. Turning it around from last year and going up here to win this points championship is pretty awesome.
Whew. How do you feel right now?
I feel really good. I'd have felt a lot better if we could have made that one last pass.
Definitely going to be a great champion for this sport, and I think for the Nationwide Series, and hopefully he'll come back and race again next year, and we're going to have to try to go beat him again.
Next year, Stenhouse will be a favorite in the Nationwide Series, but there will be some new faces competing for his spot.
I think there's going to be a lot of hype around the Nationwide Series next year. You know, obviously with Danica running full-time and Pastrana going to make his start and Austin coming into our series, it's going to be good. You know, it's going to just continue to elevate the competition.
I think that's the one really cool thing about our series is, you know, we get a lot of different types of race car drivers from different series.
This year in the Truck Series, it was the most watched Truck Series championship race in the history of the Truck Series. The TV ratings were up that high. A lot of that has to do with Austin Dillon. Travis Pastrana is going to bring so many crossover fans from what he does. And then, of course, Danica, who I think, in my opinion, is the most improved driver we have in all three series in the last 12 months.
Between my two partial seasons, I don't even have a full season yet. But what it has done is give me a lot of experience going into my first full-time championship, and hopefully I can do well enough in the first half of the season that that when I come on, maybe at the end of the season, it'll be all great, and it'll be good for the championship, and you know, top 5 in the championship would be really good, and if we do more, that'll be great.
Back inside the Sports Center newsroom, I'm Corey Warren. The early edition of Sports Center comes your way 6 o'clock Eastern time. Let's get you up to speed with Week 14 in the National Football League. Patriots, Redskins. Tom Brady to Rob Gronkowski. That sets a new record for most touchdown catches in a season by a tight end with 14, and he almost loses the football. Skins then try a reverse to Brandon Banks. He airs it deep to Santana Moss. 49 yards for the score. 27-20 for the Pats in the third. Texans and Bengals on third down. Andy Dalton finds Jerome